Now, Boots has issued a legal warning to a pregnancy charity over its public campaign to make emergency contraception more affordable. Getting controversial. Isabel's got the details for us.
Yeah, that's right, Stephen. The high street chain accused the British Pregnancy Advisory Service of encouraging personal abuse and harassment of its top executives. Let's get the details now from our correspondent Charlotte Lomas, who's in the studio. Good morning, Charlotte. The background to all of this is quite a lot of story we need to understand first.
Yeah, that's right. This is the latest development in this ongoing row between the pharmacy chain Boots and the family planning charity BPAS. Now, if you remember, just last month in July, Boots came under quite a lot of criticism for refusing to reduce the price of its emergency contraception after a campaign by BPAS. Now, since then, it has announced it will indeed be cutting the cost of its emergency contraception as of October, reducing it to $15.99, reduced from £26.75. So big efforts, and as I say, they will be out in stores across the country.
And is that due to the pressure, do we think? How does the legal action fall into place?
Without doubt, that has come under the criticism and the pressure. Now, at the same time, as this announcement, we now understand that there's been a legal warning issued by Boots to BPAS, and it claims that BPAS has encouraged personal abuse and harassment of some of its top executives by allowing some of their emails to be made public online. Let me just read you now a statement that we've had from Boots. They've said, as a responsible employer, we actively seek to protect our colleagues from abuse and harassment. In our legal letter to BPAS, we've made it very clear that we welcome the debate on the provision of EHC, that's emergency hormonal contraception, and respect their right to raise this issue with us. We ask them simply to remove personal email details from their campaign widget and to agree not to encourage personal abuse of our people. BPAS have not yet agreed to do this, and we will continue to ask that they agree to our simple request, which was made only to protect the interests of our employees. BPAS, for their part, have denied that any of these emails are harassment or personal abuse, and instead said that they are overwhelmingly polite and persuasive.
OK, Charlotte, thanks very much. Now, Boots has issued a legal warning to a pregnancy charity over its public campaign to make emergency contraception more affordable. The British Pregnancy Advisory Service has been asking people to use their website to send an email directly to top Boots executives. Well, the high street chain has accused BPAS of encouraging personal abuse and harassment of its staff. We can talk now to Katherine O'Brien. She is joining us from our central London studio. She's the head of media at the British Pregnancy Advisory Service. A very good morning to you. Do you accept that then? You've been encouraging personal abuse and harassment?
No, we absolutely do not accept that complete mischaracterisation of the emails from our supporters, which were overwhelmingly thoughtful. They were polite. They were from women who'd been put in very difficult circumstances due to Boots's pricing of emergency contraception, women who talked about skipping meals in order to pay for this medication. So, no, we do not accept the way that Boots have described those emails at all.
Boots have provided examples of abusive messages that they've received, and they say they've had over 24,000 emails directed to top executives.
Yes, I mean, I think the fact that 24,000 emails have been sent really shows the strength of public opinion on this. And it was very disappointing that it's taken Boots this long to do what so many other high street pharmacies were able to do months ago. But the examples of abuse that Boots have provided did not come through our campaign as far as we can see. So, yes, it's just a simple mischaracterisation that is very disappointing from what I think we all see as a high street giant.
Do you understand why the execs at the top of Boots have felt this personal and immense sense of distress at the abusive emails that they've received? And are you at all sorry for those?
We accept responsibility for emails that were sent through our campaigns, and we've been through those, and we could not find any examples of abuse. And of course, I'm sorry that Boots senior executives found their position on emergency contraception so difficult to defend. But I think that Boots also owe an apology to the women who they have been overcharging for this essential medication, and the deeply difficult position that they have put so many women in what can be a very difficult circumstance.
We haven't got Boots on this morning, but we do have a statement from them, so I want to read that for you. They're saying, as a responsible employer, we actively seek to protect our colleagues from abuse and harassment. In our legal letter to BPAS, we made it very clear that we welcome the debate on the provision of emergency contraception and respect their right to raise the issue with us. We ask them simply to remove personal email details from their campaign widget and to agree not to encourage personal abuse of our people. BPAS have not yet agreed to do this, and we will continue to ask that they agree to our simple request, which was made only to protect the interests of our employees. So will you do that?
We have been very clear with Boots. We would like this campaign to draw to a natural close, and that will happen when Boots finally roll out affordable emergency contraception in all their stores.
From October, their stores will be offering the contraceptive pill for £15.99, in line with the other supermarket pharmaceutical companies. So are you going to leave because I know that you've removed 4 of the names of the top execs from your website. You've still got one on there. Are you going to leave that on there until October then?
We don't see any need to change the campaign at this point. We are monitoring every single email that is sent through the system. We are going to leave it as it is until Boots act on their commitment, because, to be frank, Boots apologised for their stance 6 weeks ago, and we've yet to see them actually roll out this scheme. So I think we're going to hold fire just for now.
Katherine
And allow...
Sorry, carry on. Finish your point.
And we'd like to allow members of the public to continue to express how they feel about Boots' stance, because I think that's the right thing to do.
OK, thanks very much. Good to talk to you, Katherine O'Brien from the British Pregnancy Advisory Service.